again. Darling, I wasn't expecting you again so soon. And she gets up from her seat. Starts making her way around the desk towards you.
Zeta goes in for a tackle hug.
Definitely big hugs.
Probably kind of made her mom lose her step a little bit with the tackle hug. Oh my god, I'm already emotional. Damn it. That's obviously out of character. Sorry, go ahead.
It's been not much time. Have you learned anything as far as this curse of yours is concerned?
Yes, I think I know how I got here. And it is a curse and it is a blessing, though at the same time, and I had to do some things I'm not very proud of to get here, but I wanted to come back because I knew that it would be many months before I have the opportunity again. And I have so many questions, and now that I'm here, I have no idea what to ask.
Well, I'm sure we have a few minutes at the very least.
Well, probably about 8 hours the curse lasts, but the time may not be the same here. I don't really know.
We only had a handful of minutes the last time, so
So that's it, huh? Damn it. I don't know how to make this happen. I don't know how to get here without hurting people.
well, there's the old-fashioned way, keeping your soul with your body.
How do I do that?
It's powerful magic. I don't know. It's not something I could just teach you.
And there's no other way to communicate?
The waters are muddled with whatever it was that. I'm sorry. It's. It's complicated for me to reach you now. Your teacher, if we call it, has made things much harder for me.
Why did he want us separate? Did he
I'm
think
sure you've a guess.
maybe he thought you'd be bad for me?
Likely.
I thought he was protecting me. He was protecting me. I thought.
If it was from the right things is another matter.
Well, how come you didn't keep me?
Because I can't. That's not how this works. Devils can't bear children. You weren't born of my flesh because you couldn't be. I never gave you away. You were born because I gave you away.
And you couldn't have come to visit me or come, help me in all those times I didn't know what to do and I was alone and was with a family who did their best, but the whole city treated me like what's D&D version of a leper?
Pariah.
The whole
Not
city
pariahs.
treated me like a pariah.
She
So,
picks up the painting, like the little portrait on her desk, and turns it around so that you can see it. I visited you thrice. Already far more than I can afford, or than is befitting of my station.
you visited me 3 times? Why didn't you say
As much as I
something?
could.
You weren't allowed to talk to me or something?
something along those lines?
I feel like I'm only getting half of a story.
I can only give as much as I am allowed.
Allowed?
Devils are creatures of law, my dear. There are rules, very specific ones. I can only speak as much as these rules allow me. I can only even come to visit you as much as these rules allow me.
Zeta's
If
all
not,
in a huff and plops in a
I'm
chair. Where is this
if
book?
not, I'm expelled from. If not, I'm expelled from the spire, and I can't visit at all. There is nowhere for you to visit to see me. There is no way for me to take the portal to see you.
Except somehow I'm here anyway. Have you ever heard of a boar's tusk? Do you know anything about druid magic? Am I the only druid infernal?
I know little of the boar's tusk or of any druidic.
'Cause that's what brought me here. Its curse brought me here. Right now.
I can certainly say that there is the smell of a fiend on that spear. Not a devil, mind. A devil would not have been so careless with it. A demon, likely.
Well, the person who gave me this is the person who killed my teacher. But he didn't give it to me. He dropped it. I attacked him and he left it behind. And I haven't been using it because I wasn't quite sure about what it would do. And apparently when the full moons, when there's two dual moons in a row, I turn into a banshee and attack everything around, but my mind is here with you. And I'm so confused. And here I am, willing to attack my friends just to visit you.
Your soul is removed from your body to do this. It comes to return home. It returns to me.
So this is my real home?
Darling, it's complex, I suppose.
Oh, I want a copy of this crazy rule book that you live by.
You as my child are not the same as a human child is. You understand how two humans come together and have a child who is a new and exciting thing, yes?
Zeta blushes, yeah. Thinking of the way that babies are made. Yeah, I know how babies are made.
This is not so for fiends. For you to be born, I had to carve a sliver of myself and gift it to your parents, to the humans who birthed you in the material plane.
Well, at least they were very nice to me. At least.
So you are a piece of me, fostered and grown into your own being, like the clipping of a tree becoming a new tree unto its own. We are not completely unique from one another. This is why you return to me.
It feels like home here. It would to her, right?
It does.
Yeah.
And out of character, just explaining, like, this is why you're coming back here, why you're being transported to the fathom when you're kicked out of your body. It's because your soul as a fiend, well, as a tiefling, you're a fiend, or at least part fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Your soul is a part of her soul that was just given to a physical form.
Interesting.
That's like the gift that was the gift, that was the pact that your mother made with the humans who were your parents.
is
Because
this? Oh, sorry.
fiends, in a physical sense, are sterile. They can't have children.
So is this like a pseudo? What's it called?
So base.
Pseudo.
Go ahead.
What was it? What is it? What's the word? Dang it! I just had it. Pseudo like reincarnation, but without her parent dying.
It's more like like what is it called? Maybe acellular regeneration, kinda.
It's it's like parasitic reproduction.
Yeah, that's the word I was
Okay.
looking for. Like, yeah,
You're a
like
parasite.
she split well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it probably doesn't surprise
In
me.
a strict sense, yes.
Yeah.
Um, because the problem that Zeta's human parents had was that no matter how hard they tried, any child they had was stillborn.
Hmm.
So it never had a soul, it died in the womb. So Zeta is a fiend soul that was given to a mortal body, mortally basically mutating the body into a tiefling, which is how you are who you are.
My.
Very fascinating.
Though this might mean that if you die, you don't go to the same place Wilfred or maybe
No,
Ansel or Luthien would.
I'd go
um,
home,
if you die in the material plane, you'd be sent to the Fathom.
which is not where
Um,
mom is, basically.
your mom is in the Spire, which is part of the Fathom.
Oh, okay.
Better not
So.
die. I'd hate to have to jump into hell to get you back.
um, what happens with human souls when they die is that they go to the Realm of Roses, which is another alternate plane, more like the Shadowfell than it is like hell.
I don't know what Shadowfell is.
It's like a mirror of the real world.
Yeah.
Okay. Parallel universe.
The reflection
Yeah,
that
it's the
is
dark
what exists.
reflection of the material plane, basically.
Okay. Doesn't sound like heaven,
Um,
that's for sure.
Nope.
the Realm of Roses is like an endless twilight. When you die, you are reborn there, and it's a continuation, basically. But depending on your life, improves your status in this afterlife, in according to human faith.
Oh, interesting. So there's still a hierarchy after you die? Dang.
Yep.
Harsh.
But the hierarchy is based on how good of a person you were in life.
Oh, it's not a royal
So
status. It's just
it's more
assholes
like
get the bad seats, basically.
you know about how canonizing saints works.
Not really. I mean, there's
Basically,
certain.
someone who's considered like a cut above, like an amazing and wonderful person
Hmm.
by all, they would be made into a saint.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the human faith or um, the Risen Court functions on a similar idea, where someone who would be a saint is ascended to godhood, becomes a god in the realm of roses,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
which is like the uppermost nobility of that world.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where Wilfred's gonna fall when his time comes, but it's probably not gonna be godhood. He's not really a saint, but he's a
At
good
least you're
guy.
not
So
going to hell like me.
Well,
come on.
these things are weighed by your reputation. So, like
Uh,
Wilfred, he's a farm boy. He's a nobody. He's coming from nothing. But then he's slain a demon and chased it off from the swamps. He's rescued lives. He's competed in tournaments and proven his strength. Like, these are the things that all of it is weighed together when you die.
all right. So Wilfred must attain to be the most awesome badass ever when he goes to the afterlife,
It's
and then
it's basically my explanation for why humans are so passionate and work so hard to build things and leave a lasting legacy.
Right.
always
It
what
makes sense.
humans are defaulted to in fantasy settings, so I built their whole faith, their whole concept of an afterlife around that idea. Where the better they are and the better they do, the higher status they attain.
Yep. Their puny lifetimes serve some quick scramble. But yeah, that
But
sucks going to
meanwhile,
the
I'm going to
shadow.
hell.
Yeah, going to hell. But hey, if Wilfred's still alive, he'll probably go after the hell to go find you and he'll pull you out if you're in danger.
The
Or at
fathom
least
isn't necessarily hell as we understand it, though.
No? Okay.
Like,
Well, it's
it's not
pretty
this other
cushy
place
at
where
Mom's house.
you're not damned to eternal torture or anything like that. This is just the plane where demons and devils are from. This is a world where individuals devour anything in order to become stronger. Primarily, they use souls. So it's like push and pull, where the more souls that you take, the more powerful you become. So demons are the most powerful ones because they hoard souls for themselves. But devils are the ones who work together to build the spire and distribute them. They have a hierarchy and they have a bureaucracy where every devil in turn receives a portion of any of their successes.
so chaos and law. I
Yep.
see.
So any demon that pushes through into the material plane is one who fought their way to the top of the spire and escaped through the portal there.
So, which is how she would have reached me to visit those 3 times.
Yes, that's why she can't break the rules, because if she breaks the rules, she's exiled from the spire. So she has no access to the portal and can't come to the material plane.
Mm.
Your mom must be a badass. She fought 3 times to go and see you.
So
she
she
didn't
was
fight. She's a devil, not a demon.
So she just
She followed the rules, and she basically she worked extra hard so that she could get the really, 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 really nice company vacation.
right.
she worked hard and got the phone card to call her.
Got extra vacation
soul,
days.
Her soul.
Basically, that's the gist of how it actually went down.
That's amazing.
Interesting. I still feel like Zeta would be like I feel like gosh, she's so confused right now. Like she wants to just stay there and not fight anymore and be in a place that feels a little bit like home. Like I imagine if my soul brought me here, there's like a soul like a deep connection I'm feeling to her and this place. I mean, if I'm magical, I would sense that she's definitely a part of me and that's not a line of bull, right? Because I am magical, so I would know this is actually that person, even if...
Yeah, she does share, like, the mirror of your soul.
Right.
It's like a piece of a puzzle was pulled apart,
She
and then it was made into its own puzzle.
Does she look like me? Do I look like her? What's she look like?
I will post in general chat, I guess.
You should show Falcon the baby Zeta picture, the little kid Zeta picture. It is so cute.
Kid?
That's Mom.
Oh, cool.
She's fierce.
I like those horns. They're cool.
There's grown up me.
Grown up.
Look. Is that not the cutest little baby Zeta you ever saw?
That's pretty adorable.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty adorable.
She's adorable. So that's the picture that her mom has. Sorry, go ahead.
Kazuya, like, for Zeta to look at Kazuya, her mother.
We look a lot alike.
Her face is yours plus 5 years.
Right.
hair almost exactly the same. Horns are oriented differently.
Yeah, hers are
Um,
big.
she doesn't have like the piercings where she has the rings and all the jewelry that you have through your hair,
I'm
your
very,
horns.
I'm very sparkly.
So it's basically imagine like
More,
Zeta is in her going to the music festival stage in life.
right? Yeah, totally.
Kasia is her like a few years down the line after she's gotten a really nice job.
Right, and she can't wear all the piercings anymore and the face paint, and she's
Yeah.
gotta be like responsible. Yeah.
Business,
But
not pleasure.
she looks extremely
Music festival
extremely
face.
similar.
She is such a hippie. Dang it.
That really is how I picture the look.
It is. It is. It's like
Pretty good.
way overdone awesome music festival outfit. But with
That's great.
horns to hang more shit off of.
Mhm.
Wow. I like the mom pictures, and they do look similar, even in those. Alright, so gosh, I don't know what to ask her. Trying to think about in character what else I want to say, because I know, like, time is limited and I probably have, like, a minute or less left.
Meanwhile, Wilfred hears angry growling coming from inside the door.
Right, and is holding the door.
The spear, though, you said it's called the boar's tusk?
Yes, that's what brought me here, I think. It
So,
separated my soul from my body and brought me here while my body attacks whatever is in sight.
so this acquaintance of yours, what association does he have to this boar that he took the tusk from?
I have no idea. The only thing I know is he was my classmate at Druid School? Question mark.
Hippie
was,
Academy.
At the academy, thank you.
He was another student of the circle. You were part of the Inherit Druid Circle.
He was another member of the Inuin Druid Circle, and he's the one who killed Enerin. Thank you. He's the one who killed my mentor. The one who kept me from you, I guess.
And out of character, Vincent always had a stronger association with the old boar.
Did he?
Aspect,
Okay.
The old boar. It was part of why he had, Tuxin. He had the giant boar familiar that followed him everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Would wild shape into dire wolves a lot because she had a kinship with wolves.
Mm-hmm. He would turn to boar.
Vincent, he didn't just turn into a boar. He had a dire boar that he had tamed and was a close friend of his.
Oh, I want a dire wolf in real life.
Well, we could find one and wrestle one for you.
So, besides that, you also went to a place, you found your master's old ring in a puzzle box that was found near the swamp,
Right.
in Baden, well, around Baden.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that the cave under the tree was also closely related to the old boar.
Oh.
And it was Autonoman, that demon frog thing,
Right.
had been recovering there from its fight to escape the Fathom.
When we attacked it.
Mm-hmm.
So Zeta definitely passes all that info on to her mom, because that answers her question. Thank you very much for doing both for me.
No problem. I just figured it was stuff that you probably didn't remember everything.
No, I don't. It's so involved in the backstory. I gotta go buy like a tiefling history book in real life or something.
Tieflings are cool.
Tieflings in my world don't work at all like they do in like Forgotten Realms, so
So, you just fill me in.
yep.
So Zeta passes on her knowledge of like Vincent and his boar and then once again says that, he left it behind when he escaped cuz I almost had him, but he dropped it and
So,
took off.
do you suspect maybe that he left the spear behind on purpose?
Well, I do now that you said something, for sure. Why would he want me to come
If
see
it's
you? Or maybe he just wanted me to fight my friends.
that's possible, it's also likely if he killed your mentor that he wanted to undo any of your mentor's works.
Oh my god, out of character plot twist. Holy hell.
Yeah.
So, you're. Okay, I'm still out of character here. Oh my god. So, Vincent maybe found out that my mentor wasn't as wonderful as he said? Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, back in
And
character.
think
So,
about this.
Basically, this conversation and the spear are a seed of doubt. There's enough here that you could guess maybe your master wasn't who you thought he was. Maybe he was who you thought he was, and Vincent's trying to mislead you. Maybe Vincent was justified. Maybe he wasn't.
I can't imagine Vincent would be aware that my soul would be sucked back to my mother's house, though. Maybe. Because,
Maybe not that exactly, but he's definitely aware of the effect that the spear has at the very least.
meaning
Maybe.
on the body.
And there's on the person, maybe. Because think about how he was acting. Maybe the spear is doing something to Vincent. Maybe he's a victim
This
in all
was
of this, Zeta.
this was also a spear that he used when he fought and killed Feek. He didn't land the final blow with it, but he had it with him.
I don't know what to think now, she says to her mom. I don't know who the bad guy is anymore. What I do know is, I'm just going to say a number because I don't remember. It's going to be like 6 months before the dual moons happen again. But I'll talk to my friend Wilfred, and then when I explain to him, hopefully he'll help me and lock me in a room again so I can come back here. I can't believe it never occurred to me that my mentor was not helping me. Why would he do that?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Why is he afraid of you?
Well, you've seen the prejudice you face in your world.
Yeah, that's true.
I can only assume that a full devil would have as much or more.
She's not wrong.
Wait, who's a full devil?
Your mom.
Your mother.
Oh,
She's not a tiefling, she's a devil.
right. I can feel the connection to this place thinning.
She gives you another big hug. I don't think this is sustainable. Whatever. Try to pursue a lead as far as the spear is concerned. Maybe we'll have some luck and you can find something about its curse at the very least.
Okay, I'll try to find out more info about the tusk when I get back. Hopefully they give it back to me after the moon set.
Your your old mentor certainly had to have known something about it at least. He may... Did he have any peers that you knew of? Can I
Well,
track them down?
did meet a guy who knew him. He recognized the ring right away. I met him at a competition where I did
That
some...
seems a good place to start then.
I have to find him again. Okay, I'll go find him again. It never occurred to me to ask what kind of a person he was, and I'm sure you're gonna say, and that's when poof, I'm gone.
Around the time that you see the bookshelves start to shift, it's turning to stone and pinned star charts. And she gives you a kiss on the forehead, and then you're back in the room. There are the wooden door that you're staring at, basically, is marred with scratches from claws, dented, and the wood is splintered from smashing. The stones on either side are all cracked or crumbling. You definitely put a significant amount of effort into trying to break the door down. And in contrast to the hugging and the gentle conversation, your hands ache.
Probably
They
bloody.
sting, they're bleeding.
Yeah.
Your knuckles are bloody, a couple of your nails are split. And there's a pretty ragged cut across the palm of your left hand.
I just see.
But you're back to yourself.
I'm so emotional. And I totally see Zeta just like pure exhaustion. Mental, physical, she's just gonna collapse and cry.
You're collapsing away from the door, cause
Yes.
is there a hole that can look in?
No, there isn't.
Okay, good, cause
But after a couple of hours of screaming bloody murder in Zeta finally goes quiet from, like, kind of dehydrated croaking screams at you, calling you all kinds of names.
wow.
You can only assume, at least, since you don't understand Infernal.
Yeah.
In a couple of places, the wood on your side is, like, splintered or busted outwards. One of the bolts on the bracing that attaches it to the hinge completely popped out at some point.
Well, once I hear the quiet down, I'm gonna knock. You got your senses?
Wilfred, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm glad to hear your voice. Well,
I'm
your
back.
actual voice instead of that other godforsaken. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, I'm here for sure.
You wanna let me in and survey the damage?
Okay, so she plods over the door. Probably, I imagine though, because it's so jacked up, she's probably got to pull on it like 3 or 4 times to get it actually open. Can you give it a shove on your side? I'm having a little trouble.
Well, it opens towards Wilfred, so he had to actually be there to hold it shut.
Oh, got you. Okay, thank God you're strong, Wilfred.
Yeah, but you did do you popped a couple things out of.
Between the heavy plate and Wilfred's natural athletics, for the most part, he just leaned back against the door and sat there.
I love it.
He didn't really need to actively do anything for the bulk of the time.
It was just a lot of fierce growling and infernal and thuds on the door.
it's like the Shining or Exorcism in there.
Right. Yeah, yeah, something like the exorcism in there. Yeah.
So
That's out of character, of course, but
the door reveals and opens and reveals Zeta all bloody up.
Not really like all bloodied up, but like
hands
her
though.
hands and forearms are pretty roughed up.
And
Alright.
she looks upset. She looks sad faced big time.
Alright, give me your hands.
They're a bit scratched up. I got a really good cut on this one.
That's okay. I'm gonna take it. And I'll use 2 points of lay on hands if she puts her hands in mine, so I can heal up some of the more egregious. So, did you have a good time? Did you find out what you were hoping to find?
I mean, I found my mom. But I have more questions than answers right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be
Hey,
fair, I doubt that you could solve it all in one go.
no, but thanks for letting me get locked in that room. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm almost afraid to ask, but what happened with the what was it? It's not Sprig. Uth. What happened to Uth? Did you have to kill him? Her?
I don't think I don't we didn't kill her. At least I didn't. And
Oh, that's good.
from what I'm aware of, Ansel hasn't been able to track her down because he's been gone for quite some time. In fact, I'm starting to get a little worried, but at the same time, I wasn't too keen on him doing that.
Well,
The
you
only
knew
reason
I wasn't, but the only reason I went along with it is so you guys would lock me up. I didn't feel like I had a choice.
No, I know, and
I'm glad
uh,
she got away. Sorry, but I
yeah,
am.
no, it's the only reason I went through with that is because Ansel's probably my greatest friend, almost like a brother, actually. But
Are you my
thinking
best friend?
thinking about all this, I mean, as important to Ansel is to me, I'm not sure him killing something just to sustain his own life is for the best. I'm just very conflicted about this, and maybe it's a blessing in disguise that she got. But never mind that. So, would you, if you're willing to share what you found out?
Yeah, well, it's definitely the boar's tusk, and I'm 99% sure it's because of the dual moons. I mean, I hope to not find out any other way, but I'm pretty sure it's just this astronomical scenario that causes it.
Mm. Well, at the very least, we're gonna have to take uh, preparations. I mean, we have that fortress on wheels. Hopefully, we can reinforce a room just in case this happens again.
Well, we've got a while. I mean, she Zeta checks her star chart for the next dual moon. How far was that? Like a while? It's only 8 months in the year, so maybe 4 or 5 months.
Well, that's a relief. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to fight you this time.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for letting me get locked in a room. I had a feeling it would work,
Yeah, I'm
but
glad
I
it
just
did.
needed someone strong enough to hold the door. So
Yeah,
thank you for that.
I'm pretty sure Luthien couldn't do it. Is he kind of like laughs a little bit about it?
Him and his
Uh,
freaking mage hand holding me back. That's so cute.
that'd be the day.
Well, thanks for lightening the moment. I appreciate that.
Don't worry about it.
I
Anytime,
I
honestly.
did find out though that, and I'm a little in shock. You know how I think I mentioned to you, like, my one of the students in my druid circle,
Mm.
he killed my master.
Yeah, Vincent, right?
Yeah, Vincent. And I found out that it was my master that kept me from my mom all those years.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I do know though that Victor had the boar staff on him and at least cut him once when he killed him. It wasn't like the killing weapon, but I know there's like some sort of special magic poison in the boar's tusk that maybe caused this whatever spell he had cast to separate my mother from me. I'm so confused. I don't know who my enemy is anymore. When
Well,
when I was little, I thought it was my soul mother. Soul mother. Sorry. When I was little, I was mad at my soul mother, and then I got mad at this townspeople, and then it was Victor, and it just seemed obvious who the bad guy was, and I don't know anymore.
yeah, Victor does feel like a bad guy to me,
Right,
but
but why would he leave this staff behind if not for me to have it? Now that I think
mm,
about it, why did he just drop it? It didn't even occur to me. I thought he was escaping my wrath. I wasn't thinking he was leaving it and assuming I would pick it up.
well,
So
think
maybe
about
Victor isn't the bad guy. Maybe Victor saved me from my master. I don't know. I'm so confused.
so. Well, let's think about this as logically as we can, because this is a very confusing situation you got yourself in from this conversation. So, there's a chance this boar's tusk is obviously has an effect on people.
Just me.
Just you?
Yeah.
How are you so sure it doesn't have an effect on
Well,
Vincent?
Ansel's holding it. Oh.
But then again, Ansel has only been holding it for a short amount of time. Vincent has had, from what you told me, Vincent had this for an extended period of time.
Yeah, he did. He had it for a long time.
So,
I don't even remember
and
him without it, actually.
do you remember a time before Vincent had this staff?
Vincent had this staff when he returned and killed Feek, but he did not have this spear at any time before that.
He didn't. Okay. So, he had it. I remember he had it and he was fighting with it when he was fighting my master. But he didn't. That wasn't the fatal blow or anything, but he definitely got a few shots in with the boar's tusk when he was fighting my master, and that's what killed him. Maybe there's something in it.
So, from all this, from what you told me and everything else, there is a chance that Vincent is also a victim of whatever is going on with this staff.
Or
Because
the
if he
victim
did
of our
something bad,
master. Or a
perhaps.
victim of Feek, who had been taking care of us through our whole majority of our formative years.
Well, let's not be too quick to assume that your master had some nefarious, goal in mind.
He
I mean,
kept me from my mother.
however, do you honestly, with 100% certainty, know that he did this by design and not on accident?
I don't know anything for 100% certain.
Well, this is some of the questions we just need to solve on our own.
I don't know who to
And
believe
Vincent's
anymore.
probably the best. Well, I mean, as
Oh, this is a
crazy as he is, Vincent's probably our only lead on this kind of
well. My mom actually gave me a thought, but we have to get back to where the battle was. Nargala? Is that right? Yay! I got it right. We, but I have to get back to Nargala because that's where I saw the guy. There was a guy in the audience, this really old man who knew my master and recognized his ring right away. I want to talk to him.
I think I met him. Yes, the old gentleman that gave me
The cool old
some very
fart.
good advice.
Yeah.
Well, it seems, I mean, if Luthion's to be believed, and half the time he isn't, but if he's to believe that something's going on in the swamp, we might have to go there first before we head back to.
What's going on in the swamp? I don't know about that, right?
Lucian did tell everyone about it.
Oh, he did. Oh, the swamp. I forgot about that. That's
That
gosh.
there's unseasonal weather. It's frozen over.
Frozen over.
Midsummer.
Some weird magic shit's going down in the swamp.
Man, I thought we fixed that place. All right, well we'll go there.
To be fair, it wasn't snowing before, but it's something we need to investigate because if for some reason another demon has came through, it would behoove us to send it back to where it came. You know, but listen, I'm invested in whatever you got going on because, well, I mean, you guys are kind of important to me now. He just kind of scratches his cheek, kind of like awkwardly, like,
Well,
I
you know
mean,
what?
his
Whether
problems
you
are my
like it
problems.
or not, you're like almost my family too. So just that's all.
I
She's
appreciate it.
awkward. She's awkward, so it's right. It fits.
Sure.
Cause you're one of my pack now.
Zipak. I'll yeah, thanks for that. Not sure how to interpret that. It's probably a good thing considering how she acts and how she
Come
mentions
on.
animals.
Yeah, I'm practically sprouting fur out of my ears on a daily.
You're Teen Wolf. All right, that means a lot. But it looks like we might have a maybe have a lead on your problem first. But yeah, I'll rely on you guys too when my time comes.
I don't. I'm a. Okay. Are the where are the other people? I suppose they're down the hall somewhere.
Ansel's missing. He's been
Right.
gone for some time. Luthien and Loren are where they were struggling to get the stuff across, but they managed to get it. It looks like we managed to find the way out, but we wanted to wait until you were done before. And we wanted to wait for them to wait in safety before we continued on, and
Right.
hopefully we're waiting for Ansel to.
Well, that
Although
was
now I'm starting to
actually
get
out of
worried.
character because I didn't want them to hear me. What I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Um.
Don't worry. If you don't want me to tell them, I'll keep your secret.
I don't trust Luthien totally. I just don't. I don't think he has the best instinct sometimes.
I won't say that he
But
hasn't done questionable
that
things.
doesn't mean he's still a part of the pack.
The Black Wolf.
He's just I'm just watching. I just can't I don't know if I can trust him. This is pretty interesting. Out of character. This is very interesting because she's had it in her mind like certain things and the way the world is and everything has just been upended. For
You're
real,
throwing her
like
for a loop, Toby.
so a loop because in a way like
Welcome to Tailored Quest Lines.
Woo!
It's just, oh, it's fucking difficult, and I don't know who to trust in. And she's kind of has like, she's good, and she wants to trust people, and she doesn't trust anybody. But like once they prove themselves for a while, then she does. And she keeps trusting people who seem very trustworthy, and now she doesn't know. And now even her mom, who she's so elated to see, she doesn't really trust her either, because she doesn't trust herself anymore, her judgment anymore.
Who do I have faith in?
Right? And like that was like a big part of her faith, was a big part of who what made her. The faith in that, she made this choice to leave her family to do something like good with her druidic magic, like that, like the intent was all good, and then to find out that there's like a dark line running through so much of it, and who she can trust and who she can't is really just upended, and that's got to change her somehow. I'm
Yes.
afraid Zeta's gonna be
Yes.
fucking jaded like me, and I didn't want that.
She's going to have to overcome this and learn who can she trust. How can she trust? So she knows that she can trust herself, and that's it. For sure, that's the 100%. There's no doubt about you can trust yourself.
Even then,
So you
she's
have
a
to figure
little
out with these.
nervous, though, because look what she
So you have
did.
to figure out with these three people. You have Feek, who taught you Druidic, who raised you from childhood,
Yep.
who taught you Druidism, but who kept a secret from you. Or your mother, who you've never seen until now, and revealed that someone kept a secret from you. Or someone who you hardly ever knew, but has undone something and
Which,
has made it possible for you to meet your mother.
which is Victor.
Vince, yes.
Vincent, yeah. What do you mean hardly knew him, though? I knew him.
Well, you weren't like really close with him.
Right. No,
You were
yeah.
both fellow students, but that's like. The circle was. Feek was the head of your circle, and he had about 20 students.
Got you.
There were 4 or 5 of you about your age. Vincent is a little bit older than Zeta. He's like 4 years older than you. Sprig is a couple of years younger than you. You had a couple of other fellow students who were around your age, like within 3 or 4 years. And then Feek also had a handful of students who were already adults, who were fully fledged druids in their own right.
So I more like just knew of him and probably nodded in the hallway and.
So,
Like sup?
not in the hallway because there was no building.
Oh, well, yeah, in the
Um,
tree-lined street that we
yes.
walked.
You would have similar lessons, but lessons tended to be one-on-one,
Gotcha.
and then you would be trained in a skill one-on-one, and then to compare you with one another rather than doing the whole thing in the process right beside each other. You would be given an assignment, and then at the end of the assignment, to see what you learned, you would have some kind of competition with your fellow students. So while Zeta was starting to learn healing magics and like those sort of spells, like your shillelagh, Sprig had learned other spells that would accomplish similar tasks, like magic stone. So instead of channeling her energy into her focus or her staff,
Right, which
to
Cheatham
smack
would
things with,
love me to have the stone bases, but that's just not her. She's plants and animals.
yeah. Sprig did it with stones so that she could throw stones similar to as if they had just come out of a sling.
Cool.
Ooh.
And while Zeta had continued to focus on those sort of restorative and reinforcing magics,
Mhm.
like your entangle and healing word and
Mhm.
such,
Mhm.
Sprig focused more and more on interacting with the earth itself. So she has spells like entangle and such, but then instead of getting summon animals, she got meld with stone,
Right. Right.
which is a spell that Falcon is familiar with already and has learned to really, really not like it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Freaking spell. It's the worst. If you're underground, people will just pop out of walls and throw shit at you and pop back into the walls. Bastards. It has its limitations, obviously, but it's basically whack-a-mole, the spell.
It's having meld with stone means that you can treat Earth as if it's open air, but you can't end your turn inside it. So the B team is back in the caves in the swamp right now, and a druid used the spell and would like jump into the wall out of sight, pop out in sight, throw a stone at them, and then drop through the floor and pop back up somewhere out of sight again.
Sneaky, sneaky.
She
So
almost
she could
killed me.
just like bounce out, ping, bounce back into hiding.
If
Like
I
her
wasn't
first appearance was she walked out of the wall behind them.
if I
That's
wasn't made of
awesome.
metal, she would have done some serious damage.
Well, she did put Galley down twice.
Yeah.
Oh,
The monk in the party got pelted with stones.
really? uh, in character, real quick.
Yep.
I almost called you Falcon. Wilfred, you are, I think, the only one I really trust.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had so much faith in me. And he kind of
Well,
scratches the back.
I don't really. I mean, you know how Luthien is, and I don't know Ansel very long,
Yeah.
or Remy, not Remy,
Lirin.
Lauren.
Loren. Loren's kind of. I keep wanting to say wolf. Damn it. It's Luthien's. Um, you know,
They're
like
wild cards.
fanboy. So maybe don't tell about much of this to everybody, okay?
Listen, if you're putting your trust in me and you tell me not to tell them, then I'll just tell them that you
Let
raged, you were done, and that we're good. Nothing else needs to be said.
Okay.
All right, but just be honest with me when you're having these kinds of troubles, because
I always have been
I
honest
mean,
with you.
I can't. I'm not too keen on this magic stuff, as he's kind of kicking the ashen remains of this bear rug. But I can help. I could hit things if you tell me to hit them, I suppose.
Nice touch as you kick the ashen
Yeah.
ashen waves of bear dust. like I like it. Nice
Yeah.
nice addition there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah.
I don't know who to trust anymore right now with the information that I got. My world's turned upside down and I don't know who to have faith in anymore, and you're the only one who's been consistent. You and
Oh.
my best friend Sprig from school. Which
Yeah.
reminds me, on our road back, I gotta leave some messages for her. I hope she gets them and we can cross paths again. I'd love to talk to her more.
Yeah. We can only hope.
Well, I can leave like magical special druid messages that hopefully she'll find. I won't leave too many details though, just in case somebody else finds it.
Right.
I mean, nobody can read it but a druid, but we're out there, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Well, I guess this, but yeah, thanks. I guess thanks again for putting your faith in me. I'm glad my consistency has paid off. It's kind of
You're
awkward
so
because you're not sure what to
awkward.
say about this.
You're so awkward.
And
Just
Zeta starts trusting
freaking
in out of
chill,
character.
Wilfred.
Zeta starts trusting in Wilfred, finds out he's actually evil all along. Ta-da!
No! Zeta goes chaotic evil. She trusts no
I am
one.
Darth Vader. Join me, Zeta. Join the dark side. I'm not actually Wilfred. I'm a parasitic, uh, evil
You're a
influence
mimic the
when your
whole
friend Wilfred,
time.
not a mimic. When
Or
your friend Wilfred died the first time, I took over his body, and now I'm secretly him,
oh
piloting him, joining you on your adventure to gain your trust, and so I can eventually steal your souls and return to the Spire to amass power.
no! Oh no! Wait, can I go to the spire with you? Is where my mom is. Wait, you can't take my soul. You can't only take human souls. Good luck with that.
Eh,
My soul goes
I'm
to
just
the
kidding.
spire.
Oh,
Well, I
I'll see you
hope
there then when I
anyway.
take their souls.
Not this. What's the spire is in the what? Starts with an F.
Fathom.
Fathom.
The fathom.
My soul goes to the fathom. I I think it'll be nice. It's warm there. I like warm weather.
By the way, everything I said was fake, but it's not
Right?
out of the realm of plausibility.
I swear to God, to tell me if you do that to me, if
Sorry?
if you have this gigantic plot with Falcon all this time for Falcon to turn into some horrible person and turn on me, I'm gonna lose it. You're gonna get chaotic evil
Well,
Zeta.
I've got. Everyone has, like, a story that's tailored very much to their character to try to not turn
Ah,
your whole world on your head necessarily for everybody, but to call into question things that you had accepted as truth
Truth.
or as, like, this is the way things are. I want them to be questioned, and I want you to think about why you're questioning them and become a stronger character for it.
You've done your freaking job. Thanks a lot.
I want this to be the first step in your journey before the call to action where the world is at stake. So this story is all about you before the big world ending journey happens.
Wait, world
Because
ending?
that's almost every D&D campaign. It's a trope. All D&D campaigns, like I said, as a trope, are about, like, oh, the world is coming to an end. This is why. It's like
Oh, got you.
a lich has control of the whole world, and there's this growing plague of undead, or they're
Something.
resummoning a god who's gonna destroy everything, or something like that. So
dragons are amassing.
before we reach a point where that sort of thing happens, I want your characters to have grown as individuals and overcome their backgrounds to become actual heroes to be ready to tackle a world ending situation.
Because we can't really fight some of the higher CR monsters as we are right now, and coming to terms with some of the shady stuff in our background might be worthwhile
I
over.
didn't have shady stuff in my background till now.
I mean, Wilfred does.
I don't. There was nothing shady. Like, nothing shady about Zeta at all. That was my intent. Like, I really wanted her
Mm-hmm.
to have overcompensated and spent her life trying to be better than what people expected of her. People see Tiefling, they go, oh, bad person. So she overcompensated and has done the opposite to try to prove to herself and the world or whoever that she's not that person that they think she is.
Mm-hmm.
and that she had thought she had faith in the right people, and holy hell.
Well, I mean, every character in D&D, I mean, I'm pretty sure everything existing in D&D has one thing in common. Sometimes they have doubts. And if you have doubts, how are you supposed to grow if you don't overcome those kinds of doubts? Like, oh, Wilfred has a. Should he take revenge on whoever killed his dad, or should he just let his revenge just go? That's a doubt still has to overcome. He still hasn't overcome that yet.
So
And
so your character has gone through these, like, this some sort of crazy turmoil like this too?
yeah, he's finding out more and more about like the mission his dad went before he died, some people that were involved when his dad died, possibly leads. He got a name on a creature that might have maybe killed his dad, Raxus. He just hasn't told anybody besides Luthien because he didn't think anybody else would have cared. Because Raxus is apparently an undead creature that attacks anybody that carries weapons. So that's his little story arc, his character
Huh.
passage.
Interesting. You trusted Luthien?
Well, I didn't trust him.
He asked Luthien because he thought Luthien might have had more information.
Got it. That makes sense.
It wasn't like he was my favorite choice, but
He
he
might
knows.
know the answer. Yeah, that makes sense.
And honestly, he's actually been very helpful when it comes to Araxis. He's been doing research specifically to find out what the hell this guy is. We found out he's a folkloric thing, and he's just an immortal undead that wanders around up north, and that's actually where Wilfred wanted to go after the tournament, but we kind of got bounced really, really south, so now we have to do another arc before we head back. And even then, he's not prepared to face something like the spiteful father, something that's literally called the spiteful. Point is, every character has their own tie-in. Luthien with his master.
Have they gone
Ansel
through
with his.
these things with them, like, so far? Have you guys done that?
Luthien, I put the breadcrumb there to lead him towards it.
Got
he
it.
hasn't gotten there yet.
Got it.
Lorin, I've also been sprinkling breadcrumbs and slowly building to it.
He's pretty new, though,
Remy,
so...
I already had a lot ready.
Right.
But then he changed character, so I've had to adjust.
Yeah, of course.
Ansel is a temporary character, but he's been here long enough that I'm starting to add stuff for him.
Yeah, he's hardly temporary anymore, right?
He's fun.
Well, the big thing, I'm not in any hurry to get rid of him at this point because he stays invested and
Yeah.
he doesn't overpower the rest of the group.
No, he's a great addition, I think.
Very helpful, Gage. He's a wholesome guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And, we all have moments where we talk over each other. I think everybody does that. But I think for the most part, we all, allow each other our moments, and that's a wonderful thing. We just all get excited sometimes and talk at the same times, but that's normal.
So out of character, right for now, we're gonna do the Zeta arc, and then we'll get to whatever else crazy nonsense we have to do for everybody else. Because it sounds like, I mean, you wouldn't know this. This is gonna be meta knowledge, but Monday game, the basically B team has been fighting druids almost non.
Really?
Yep.
Like, we've killed a couple druids, a couple warriors, and other things like animals.
Where are all these druids coming from, huh? Where were they when I needed them?
They were just there. They were just like hanging out, and then something's happening at the tree, and this little mercenary company that's B team's a part of is sent in to deal with it, but they're probably not strong enough to overcome it because honestly, we haven't been able to even breach the entrance very far for combat. Like, We would get into the entrance, fight people, whoever was there, and then we'd be too tired or like not have
Too
any more
worn out.
spells, so we'd have to retreat. Sounds like we need a hero. No, 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 the hero to come in. Gotta be fast, it's gotta be strong, it's gotta be built for a fight. All right, I'm gonna stop singing that song.
I can't believe you know that song.
Basically,
I know that song.
It's
Of
a
course.
oldie.
basically what's going on for B team right now is I have the cave set back up